Bienvenido, mis amigos, a Bolivia. Welcome to Bolivia. Bolivia is an amazing country located here in South America. It is surrounded by Chile, Paraguay, Brazil, and Argentina. It is one of the only two landlocked countries in Central America. Bolivia has two capitals, La Paz and Sucre. Sucre was the first capital in the mountains due to the mining, and later it was determined that La Paz was the capital that was more administrative. Sucre has remained the legal capital and homes of the judicial branch. Bolivia is a country full of history, extraordinary land, and world-breaking landmarks with a very diverse culture. Bolivia's population contains 11,324,032 people. Bolivia has been around for thousands of years. The Incas reigned over Bolivia during the 15th and 16th century. In 1538, the Spanish conquistadors gained control of the territory and stayed in power until 1825, at which time a revolution was led by Simon Bolivar. Hence the name Bolivia. Bolivia gained its independence under Simon Bolivar. During the war on the Pacific in 1879, Bolivia lost its coastline to Chile. At one time, Bolivia reached all the way to the Pacific Ocean. During this war, Chile won, therefore making Bolivia a landlocked country. Bolivia is still sore today over the fact that it lost its rights to the Pacific Ocean. However, it still does maintain a navy that sails on the Lake Titicaca. The Chaco War was the most bloodiest war in South America, with a sum of more than 100,000 soldiers lost. Once again, Bolivia lost land, this time to Paraguay, taking away parts of Bolivia. The latest turmoil was in 2019, with President Morales being exiled to Mexico after disputed elections. The United States was an ally for Morales' departure. Senator Jean Inez has stepped in for the interim president, and she is working hard to bring peace to her country. Bolivia's land consists of mountains, including part of the Andes Mountains range, the Amazon rainforest, which makes up a third of Bolivia's terrain, large lakes, including Salar de Uyuni, which is a salt lake, Lake Titicaca, and a mountain full of silver, Cerro Rico de Potizo. The Salar de Uyuni is the largest salt flat on the earth. The salt lake was created when the prehistoric lake dried up, leaving behind salt. Nearly 11,000 square kilometers. It stretches for 4,050 square feet. The lake is used for extraction of salt and lithium, a well-known element for powering laptops, smartphones, and electronic cars. Although it's a harsh ecosystem, it is home to several pink flamingos. Cerro Rico de Potizo is translated into rich mountains. It contains the world's largest silver deposit. According to the website Worldly Adventurer, it is recorded that over 60,000 tons of silver has been unearthed from the mountain. Around 1,500 miners work in the Cerro Rico de Pitucio, also dubbed the mountain that eats the man. Several miners lose their lives yearly in the poor mining conditions. Many of them work between 10, 12, and sometimes 24-hour shifts. The climate of Bolivia is very diverse, just as the land. September through May are the hottest months with humidity. December and January are muito calor. The valley is cooler due to the elevation drop, and Bolivians are dealing with global warming, which is causing major drought, affecting both livestock and crops. Bolivia is also affected by contamination of water, by industry, and by people dumping whatever they have into the waters. May it be trash, dead animals, whatever gets thrown into the water. So the water is very contaminated and not drinkable. The population of Bolivia consists of about 45% Quiche and 42% Amara. These are indigenous people. The rest of the 13% includes about 26 other indigenous groups. Spanish is the most spoken language, which is 60.7% within the population. Today, the typical dress of a Bolivian man is light cotton trousers, while the women wear layered skirts. Very common, both of them can be found in colorful ponchos, and a chawila, a hat, on their head. The main religions in Bolivia are the Catholic Church, Evangelicism, and Protestantism. However, the indigenous people do worship and carry on tradition to other gods dating way back to the Incas' time. In the ancient tradition, skulls are brought to the church to be blessed. A skull is often brought and decorated to bring out its personality, often many times with flowers, hats, sunglasses. It's mixed in with religion. It's given some drink, sometimes drink and keiko leaves are planted around it. This skull is referred to as the natatas. And as I said, each skull has a personality. Christmas is also celebrated in Bolivia. It is celebrated as if it's a harvest festival because it's during the warmer months. So there is a great feast placed in the towns, and they are hosted to bring respect to Mother Earth, who has asked to bring successful harvest and to keep away illness and bring good luck. Another ritual is the solemn feast of the sun. This photo here shows the people dressing and giving praise to the sun to bring them warmth and luck throughout the year. This custom is known as the Solemn Feast of the Sun, or the Intina Rayma. It's a custom that dates back all the way to the Mayan people thousands of years ago. There are ornate costumes and chants to call upon the blessing of the sun. Witch doctor traditions are also followed still today, such as burying dead baby llamas underneath your house for good luck. or an armadillo hanging in your porch to keep the thieves away. They chew on the raw kiko leaf for relief. This leaf is used to make cocaine and is actually very hard to get now because it's in such a high demand in North America. The main jobs in Bolivia are agriculture, banking, finance, tourism, and natural gas and electricity. The average wage per week is a minimum of about 2,060 Bolivians. Here is 20 Bolivians dollars. That amount equates to approximately 292 US American dollars. An average bedroom in the apartment of La Paz is approximately 1 week's wage. Potatoes and corn and rice are some of the main food crops grown in Bolivia. Quinoa is also on the rise. Llamas and alpacas are the main animals that are in Bolivia. They are used because they can carry things up the steep mountains with their hooves. They are also used for their wool, for their leather, and eaten. And believe it or not, they use the dung or the poop from the llamas to actually purify the water. It is used as a carbon filtration to make the water better. The manure is also used as fertilizer. The Bolivian flag has the colors red, yellow, and green. The red represents the blood sacrificed by many soldiers. The yellow represents the wealth of the silver and tin being mined in Bolivia. And the green represents the people, the green rainforest and land. In the middle, you will find laurel branches represent peace, a condor, which is a symbol that Bolivia is willing to defend its national liberty, a sun rising behind, meaning to bring hope and luck to the country, the mountain Cerro Rico, Potosio, with in the middle a very tiny chapel for the Sacred Heart of Jesus. As you can see, Bolivia is a very interesting country. Its landscape would be magnificent to see. It sounds so beautiful with the Salt Lake and the beautiful Lake Titicaca. However, I don't believe I'd want to visit or live there, knowing the turmoil of the government and the uprising. I hope you enjoyed your visit to Bolivia. Gracias.